Okay, coaches, we're going to take you through a few clips of the Lake Erie College speed sweep concept submitted by Gerald Hazard, the offensive coordinator, Lake Erie. Lake Erie did a great job this year, putting up over 291 yards on the ground. This play specifically averaged 6.7 yards per attempt. We really like this concept because Coach Hazard has found a way to mesh probably the two most popular outside or perimeter concepts with the jet sweep and the speed option all together into one concept here. And coaches, this is an abbreviated film. If you want the full-length clinic report and the full complimentary film that goes with it, the unnarrated, unedited clip, you could go to xnolabs.com, become an insider member today. We're going to show you a few clips of the concept. This is out of a 2x1 set, tight ends at the bottom of the screen here. What's interesting about this concept is that you're going to get this speed motion, and what happens is this speed motion, who's eventually it's going to be an option between that quarterback and that tailback on that speed motion. It happens so quickly the defense can't rotate. So right now you're going to have numbers on the perimeter. The receiver's going to block the corner out here. He is going to make a choice based on the second widest threat or alley player, who he is going to block, right here. And the blitzing linebacker, as you see, they're going to blitz into the play here, is going to be picked up, by the lead blocker. And Coach talks about the blocking technique specifically in the full-length clinic report. We see everybody's taking advantage of. You have a hat for a hat. You have one-on-one there, two-on-two here. The ball gets pitched. There's a lot of green grass there for the tailback to run. You're forcing linebackers to chase inside out. If you got a good speed player you can get the ball to in a hurry, it's a good concept and a good option for you. These both have the wide shots and the end zone shots here. Pretty good job by the tackle. He is passing up anybody in the B gap. He's not blocking anybody in the B gap, and he's working to seal the next player over the top. That defensive end is not going to get there anyway. Now what I want you to look at here is you have a walked up linebacker here. Again, that tackle is going to work on a C gap track, an outside zone track. He's going to wind up blocking him. There's that quick motion, no rotation by the defense. This slot's going to work what Coach Hazard calls an outside punch cut technique, which he describes in the clinic report. Ball's pitched in a hurry, winds up cutting that defender, and it's a big game. Again, it's just a matter of, especially for no-huddle, up-tempo teams, you want to get on the ball in a hurry. This is a pure outside zone concept. It's easy to block. Players know what they're doing. And you see there's a good example right now. There's no B gap. I mean, this is a big coaching point here. Coach Hazard talks about they're not blocking anybody in the B gap. So he's climbing right now. He's not concerned about that player. And you see that left guard looks like he's able to get that Mike linebacker on the ground, or at least slow him up where he cannot make the play. Now what you're watching here, what's going to happen here is we take a look at this. Pretty good depth on the pitch, as the pitch occurs here. Coach Hazard talks about where this player needs to be, but it's a good example of, again, you got a bail corner, so the receiver is going to take him. He's working for an outside punch technique. You have a lead blocker there to pick up any loose trash, as they call it, and then the ball's pitched. So automatic numbers advantage. Running it to the field, you got plenty of room to work with. And it's a big play for you. As you can see, they try to rotate with motion late, but again, it's going to be a little too late as the front side tackle is able to get that defensive end on the ground. Now, what Coach Hazard does in the clinic report, he actually talks about the adjustments. A lot of defensive coaches, when they see outside zone concepts, speed sweep concepts, they're going to widen that 5 technique. But what Coach Hazard does, they do a lot of zone read at Lake Erie, and that defensive end could be a dive player, so a lot of adjustments could be made based on how that 5 technique is playing. I'm going to show you one more here. This is a good example of a rule against 3 linebackers in the box. So now really there's only 1 deep safety. I mean, this is an automatic. This is a home run here offensively. But you got a 3 linebacker box out of a 4-3. All right, so right now watch the technique of this slot. He is going to make a decision on who to block based on who is wider. Right now, it looks like he's going to the deep safety. Okay, as the ball, remember, he has +1 here because he knows, okay, that the tailback is going to take care of one. So he could turn one loose, and that's what he's going to do here. If you can see his eyes right now, he's spying up the outside linebacker. Okay, he is going to ignore him and work to the deeper player who's going to be that safety. And then you have the blocking back cleaning up that linebacker. Okay, he could be a little quicker on it. You see he's able to get the safety to gain ground. That slot could be a little quicker on making a decision, but at least you got a body on a body there. And he's able to get him on the ground. You got a big play here. So if you got a speedster in your offense that you want to just get the ball too quickly, I think the speed sweep concept is a very good concept. It's cheap it's inexpensive to install. It's something you get on the perimeter right away, and it's just a matter of teaching the pitch and catching the technique behind that, which Coach Hazard details in the full-length clinic report on xandolabs.com. Coaches, we appreciate you logging in.